Well, we're getting to the point where whatever is the run. Because I've been resetting for like 90 minutes. But again, at various points, it's not like it's the same place. That's good, but the whole not being negative coming into Rykov, not great. I think an ideal split on the swamp would be sub 8. I don't think you'd really be able to get lower than that. But with this timing method.
第二次世界大戦終結後、世界は東西に二分された。冷戦と呼ばれる時代の幕開けである。
I'm gonna just run up to the ledge and crawl underneath. I should just watch to see what my pace is there compared to rolling. Sometimes rolling just loses you time because you bounce off the tree and then you're in a weird spot. Yo, good luck with the report, Squeak. You take care of yourself, and thanks for the continued support. Appreciate it, man. Ain't no small thing. Thank you, thank you. Wow, wow. Now for rolls. It's better to roll. Sometimes that guy lands in such a way that you can just like walk by, but that doesn't always happen. Make sure the hamsters are okay. I need a hamster update. Sleeping by the shoes. I want to see that scene again where this whole scene happens with John. Haven't seen it in a while. It's pretty good. Roaming. The roaming hamsters of Snake. Making their little chirpy chirp noises. Finding food wherever they can. It's really fun to watch, man. Great content. Great guy. Hey. Thank you. It's a lot coming from the Cool B. You know, it makes me feel like I got a little bit of cool left in me as well. Yeah, I typically am a bit laid back when I stream. Especially so I don't lose focus. But, you know, you got questions, concerns, comments, feel free to leave them in the chat window below. And I may address them in a segment I like to call Things I've Heard While Chatting on Twitch. I could be a real cool A. Damn. May address. Exactly. May. Don't expect anything. If you want to expect anything, expect disappointment. Okay, don't fall off the bridge this time. You gotta really fight the bridge. Yeah, I will address it in the month of May. And only in May. If you expect any other month, you're foolish. May is the month of addressing questions. May is QA month. You know, that's why you say Mother May I, because it only happens in May. That's when you ask Mother May I. It's any other time of the year, the answer is no. It's not the right month. It's not time yet. Mother August I? So good. It's consistent. Got him again. Easy strat, easy life. No need for patriot. It is fast. It's good, no? Crafted that strategy. Yeah, so the Ocelot unit's position is difficulty dependent. And on very easy, they're all like bunched up outside like that. I think the reason why they're bunched up like that is so you have more time to escape. But it's great because, yeah, I'm ready for them. So I just jump out the window. They all see me. They're all there. And then you just delay a little bit by killing the guard on the roof and the guard to your left. You hug the wall. And then they all bunch up at the barrels, and they just get blown up. You could use the Patriot, but it doesn't really matter, honestly. but you could. Honestly, on New Game Plus, I'd still probably just use the 1911 just because I have it equipped already. And trust me, that strat is the only tough part about that Ocelot unit strat is two things. One, rolling out the window is a little weird. And two is killing that guard up top on the roof. The thing is, even if you don't take him out, like if you miss, just throw a stun up there after you've taken out everyone else and then he's going to be done. So, you know, there's backups. You don't have to kill him first, but it's ideal too, because he's kind of the odd one out. I didn't need a menu. For some reason I had the urge to menu. I'm not sure why. August was named after Augustus, so grammatically correct. Mother, may I? Mother October, I? Nope. This fight's bad. Why did that not stun me? Weird. Was it like in just the right... I guess it was in just the right spot that it didn't blind me. It's a bit bizarre. Okay, 314. Last run was a 1312. So... This is fine pace. I think ideally, again, you'd probably be 1308 or so. You know, it'd be 130X. Roundabout. Dun 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 dun. I don't think Yes had any conception that when they made the song Roundabout that would become like a meme song in, you know, 40 years time or whatever. It's kind of weird how that all turned out. I think I was on the right spot at first. Nice turn. Saved me a bit of time from my previous attempts. Oh, you didn't see it because I wasn't close enough to him. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Okay. That screen is, it's just tricky. You don't want to shock yourself or roll at a bad angle. And like there's this weird thing where you want to delay. You don't want to like hold stick up after you roll. You want to stop a moment, then hold up again to start moving, or else you just won't move. It's really weird. I don't understand what that's about. It's super weird. Nah, I'm not going to GDQ. I didn't even register. I think I missed the registration for runners anyways. What's the day? I don't even know what the date is. It's the 13th is the last day, but I was only going to go if Raichu said I'm not going. It's 10 out of 10/14, yeah. So, nope. Like my webcam camera angle. Dun, 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 dun. Do know that the lighting is a little bit different, so that may factor into your feelings a bit. But yeah, the camera used to be further back. It's true. It's a bit closer now. Like by another foot or so. The purty face. Aw, thanks. This time I'm not equipping the D-mic like a dummy. Aw, gee. Ouya! Ouya! He's thinking about the Ouya. The failure of the Ouya. I barely got that. Strat is risky. You're not good. I'm not terribly good. Ooh-yah! It's the cutscenes. It's totally the cutscenes. And if you're playing on PS2, the load times. Like, the start of this game is pretty sluggish, honestly. Like, as far as, like, playing casually, like, Virtuous Mission going to Snake Eater Mission, it's like, once the game picks up, though, it picks up. The start's a bit sluggish. A lot of exposition between Virtuous and Snake Eater. Oh! This game is, in actuality, really short. They add a little padding with, like, the auto-scrollers. Like the ladder and the bike chase, etc. And the torture cutscene. Left. Nice. Oh, yeah. I could never get all the Carotan. It's such a pain. Yo, guy in box. Go to sleep. You call yourself the son of the boss? So that lost me 5 seconds. But I think I got right side on my PB. I can't recall. Hopefully I did, because then I wouldn't be losing out, really. So yeah, this is a bit weird, but for some reason, the poison has a chance to fade out while you're climbing the ladder. So that's why I'm not healing the poison. It seems to be only for very easy that this happens. But if it doesn't fade out by the top, I'll just do my Mosin Nagant menu and cure the poison. But eventually you'll see, like, the poison, it'll get small. Like the little purple dots get tiny. That's how you know the poison is fading away. I think everyone would be. This ladder is absolutely insane. And you would get really tired. So I don't think it's fading, because it should have faded by now, I think. Yeah, so I am going to cure. There's a weird glitch you can do with that ladder as well. With dying. It just looks funny. I can't remember what exactly it is, though. Dun 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 dun. I'm not sure what it's called. I don't remember all the food in this game because we don't eat in this run. The food system's a lot of fun, I think. Aside from the menuing involved. Nice. Which MGS would be the funnest on the new Fox engine? The Fox engine games, because they were designed around them. If you want a more legitimate answer, I honestly don't know. I don't like the whole retrofitting a game to an engine thing is a bit misguided. I mean, it's fun with Twin Snakes, but it's very divisive. I feel like if you were to remake MG 1 and 2 in the Fox engine, they would be completely different games. Like, so it's not something I'm terribly interested in. Wow, this sucks. I just lost like 3 seconds from that. Maybe? I don't have my hopes up for something like that. I'd rather they just reboot the series or make Rising 2. Or just let it die. Just re-release stuff. A retelling more than a remake. Semantics. Pure semantics. What's the difference? bad. The fact that he flew away immediately is not good. But I have time save right here. This isn't like a dumpster, but oh. Like, I don't need a remake of this game, honestly. Failed again. I would rather just re-releases. Not a remake. This game's fine. It doesn't need a remake. And again, I think the idea of like, oh, you know, same game design, same maps, but Fox Engine mechanics, like, you know, a lot of people had a real problem with them with Twin Snakes because of that. So I think it's a bit misguided. It could be fun, but at the same time, like, this game's fine as it is. IMO. I don't think it needs a new gameplay engine. And yeah, I mean, like, obviously this game has aged. You can tell that a lot of stuff is low poly. You know, it's not pretty as it was in 04. But that doesn't really bother me. So really all that bothers me is that to play this game, you either have to play on a streaming service, which is dumb, the NVIDIA Shield, which is why, or old gen, not new gen. So you can't play on, well, you can play on Xbox One at least. Not on PS4. Can't play it on PC. A graphical upgrade? Nah. Not everything needs to look amazing. The rush for like making things look as amazing as possible comes at the cost of a lot of things. Budget one, and then sometimes gameplay quality for another. Not unilaterally, but honestly, like, having a high polygon count and all the rest, it's nice and all, but the thing that really matters is art direction. Not how many polygons you can have on screen and effects and all that. You can use the technology available to you to make an amazing artistic statement and aesthetic, but just having high poly stuff, what does that, you know, it may make the story more engaging in a way, but hello, Noodles ate my baby. Our boy's hungry.
タフな男だ。だがいつまで持つかな。まだまだ終わらんぞ。
This is bad. Yeah, that was a... Kind of reminds me of, like, Reservoir Dogs. The camera pans away. It's kind of what that is. It's also because he has a bag on his head. So that's why it's black. Honestly, my Fury split wouldn't have been as bad if I didn't get that whole door thing happen. I would have not... It would have been like +7. That would have helped. No, that's the game. No, they literally just black screen that sequence. You don't watch... Well... You don't watch Snake get tortured there, but then, you know... more stuff happens on screen. And then his eye gets shot, and then he's blind in his eye, so... Because he throws himself in front of Eva. I don't think it's any of those things. I think it was just an artistic choice. I don't think they were lazy, or they... Oh my god, I'm supposed to hold X. I don't think they were being lazy. God, imagine if for the rest of the game your depth perception was weird. You could show desktop, Luciano. You just have to show the game window. That's the key thing. Not have to necessarily show desktop. And thank you for the luck. Boom. Should be ahead now. Yep. Save 22 seconds. I don't want to talk to some corpse. Listen, if you just want me to die, I'll die on my own terms. Don't shotgun me. Thank you. No! I jinxed myself. I believe in that, though. Jinxes are just superstition. And the whole not showing Snake getting beaten up, I think, adds to the horror of the situation, because you're not really seeing the impact you see is from your health bar decreasing, you know? You're not seeing the actual punches. You're seeing it in a different visual sense, you know? Which I think is effective. I like that. Of course, in the next scene, you see he's bloodied and bruised. Then the horror becomes even more real. Gotta pick up that box. It's very useful. I like that menu a lot. It's a fun menu. It was a bit awkward, not gonna lie. I think I rolled just a tad too early. But menus. I shouldn't have switched back to Snake Eater. I like just keeping subsistence after the truck. But whatever. I think I have time save here. I think I screwed up part 2. Nice. Yeah, exactly, Barney boy. They leave it up to your imagination of the physical hits, you know? But of course, right after you see the result, you know, you see the result, and then the true loss isn't the punches he's taking, it's his eye. It's when his eye gets shot. That's what, you know, is the big thing, right? So, you know, as someone playing the game for the first time, it's like, oh man, that's rough. And then the cutscene happens, and it just gets worse. And there's like this huge sense of the stakes in that room at that scene, where it's like, is Eva about to get killed? You don't know, right? And then Snake puts himself in the way. I don't think you gotta take out those guys at the bridge. That actually affected the timing. I don't think it did though. I think ideally you'd actually use the easy gun here, but it's so much difficulty for very small time save. I don't even think it would work really well. You want to like kill those guys in bunches anyways. Oh, he's dead. Very small time loss menu into the RPG, so. Oh, alright, well. I don't think I can get 13, but I think I could maybe get a low 14. Depending on how Shagohod goes. It all comes down to Shagohod. Shagohod is like the most important fights of the entire game. But yeah, aside from the Fury, this is a pretty good run. It's really the Fury that was like bad, I would say. The early game could be a little bit sharper. But there's that time save from the strats, and even I screwed up rolling across the barricade, so I lost a few seconds here too. So it could be even better. But this is still a pretty good example. Hey.
If plywood was in the Cobras, he'd be the wood.
I would be the wood. I would just like come in hot with wood chipper or something. The wood. Thank you for the 100 bits, Blue. How's it going, dude? Time for mash time. The weirdest mashing ever. Done. Can't complain. I'll grind you into dust. Hey, this run's going decently. Could be better, but it's getting there. I had a lot of resets, so I'm just glad something came out. Oh yeah, and the end could have been better. I got knocked to the ground. It's here. They can't even hear her say it. It's so quiet. It's like they balanced that for the English dub. Nice. There we go. So hard. Okay, it's fine enough. So make sure I don't hit his back. I want to hit his head. Nice. All right. It wasn't a perfect fight because I didn't nail the third shot. I was aiming too much to the left, I think. I should just wait and hit my shot when I have the opportunity rather than trying to spam it out. It's better just to be accurate about it rather than like dump attempts in. You ply that wood. Wouldn't you just hurry up already? Wouldn't you just hurry up already? Yo, I'm going as fast as I can. Look at these gold splits, okay? I'm trying my best here. With your best, it's just not good enough. This is almost a 13. Almost. I'm 6 seconds away. I can't save 6 seconds in the end game here, I don't think. I don't think my boss was that bad. Maybe the menuing is a little bit bad, but I don't think it's 6 seconds bad. One is just enough. The puns, they're just never enough. People love the puns. People love the puns. People love the wood tree puns. I'm feeling good though. This is nice. I'm happy. I still feel like I can break that 13. When I break that 13 though, I'm done with new game at least. I'll do new game plus. But well, you would love the tree puns. They tend to branch out. Really now? What kind of branches are we talking about here? Oh, he's ahead of me. That's what I'm doing. You two can run very easy, folks. You two can stare at the sky. I don't know if that's actually worth it, by the way. If it makes a difference. The Japanese Eva is pleased. So, there's that. You know, the reason why I think staring at the sky is better than the ground is the water effect in this area. You're driving along that, like, the little river. It's not a river. It's like, I guess it's kind of a river. Tributary, whatever it is. That's eventually going over that cliff. I think that water effect may lag a little bit, but I'm not certain. Guy in box, you're barking up the wrong tree. Careful now. That tree... When you make that tree angry, it leaves no trace. That's treason. Oh, man. Treason. I thought mine was bad. These puns are sappling my strength. They're bad at it. It's getting too bad. I want to leave. Hey, you know, you could always close the chat window. It's always an option. Then you just have to listen to my bad puns instead. No. Oh my god. Don't hug the wall then. It's like terrain there, which I didn't even know existed. I'm afraid that isn't an option for me. What? Don't you dare stop. I got time for that. Keep on moving. This ain't a casual stroll. She always goes wide. Always goes wide around that tree. She doesn't hug it. If I could somehow make her hug it, that'd be good. Feed her, not me. Okay. Besides her stopping in place, it was fine. This isn't really the hard part. The hard part is the boss. which isn't really hard, but I mean, you could choke it. Throw! Thank you. Yeah, this I didn't it was just a bunch of resets. This run went pretty damn well though. There was like, you know, how much time did I lose on the Fury? Well, I lost like 5 seconds here, but so I went 22 swing to 22 swing. So I could have been another 22 seconds ahead here, roughly, which would have been a 13. And then some more mistakes peppered throughout. So if I had like a really solid run without like a whole lot of issues, maybe a couple of few ones, like minor stuff like menuing or whatever, you could get like a mid 13. If I got a 13 though, again, I'm satisfied, like completely. I'm done with VE because that's a good time. That's a pretty well optimized run. IMO, it's good enough, unless, you know, people find some new stuff, which could happen. You know, I found a lot of new stuff, so, you know, I'll leave it to other people to maybe find something unusual. But I found the most unusual possibility, which is the end, as far as I'm aware, unless there's some out of bounds thing you can do or whatever, aside from the one in Gran and Gorky, which I don't even know if that actually saves time, really. Versus just leaving. So you have to, like, set it up. I feel like it's more swag than anything, but who knows? Wow, really now? Did I lose that amount of time? Really? I lost that amount of time? This might actually be a 13 then. Did I lose? Was this the run that where the boss ran away? It might have been. So if that's the case, then all right, 13. Man. Really now? I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. This must have been the run that, like, the boss ran away. I would say that I could, I'd say, so you can, this split could be under 10. So this is probably around 5 seconds or so. So 5 there. This is a little suspect. This fight was a little suspect. So that, let's call that another 2. I lost like 5 seconds here. So that's 12. And then I lost 22 here, so 21. Or 20, excuse me. So what? I was at 12, so 32. I lost like 3 seconds here. 35. I could still save 7 seconds here. So let's call it about 40-ish. 40. And there was some menuing stuff as well. So it's like 40. I think like the bottom, we're pretty much bottoming out at 12. I don't really see how you're going to get a sub 12. Like, I don't know how you're going to get a 111 because, you know, even if you're assuming that, I think this is a 13. Even if you're assuming like literally the best movement, so you've optimized all the movement, I don't know if that really equals out to 11 because that seems kind of crazy. You'd have to do the most risky stuff. You would definitely need 3-shot Shago. I think you would need to do that easy gun strat for the boss, which is inconsistent. I don't know how much time that saves, but yeah, multi-segment. Multi-segment changes everything, but single segment, I don't know. I think you would need to like murder this run to get a 111. Absolute murder. 12, sure. 12 was like really nice, but 11, I don't know. But I don't want to limit anything because anything's possible when a category has not had attention at it. Just one big thing found and you can save another huge chunk of time. Before the end strat, though, forget about it. You can't even flirt with a 111. That ain't happening. Ladder skip. That would actually be huge if you could, like, zip up. That would be huge. Because that's, like, what? It's like 90 seconds of climbing or something. Oh, yeah, the other thing, too, is that I healed the poison because I didn't get it didn't fade away. So that was another, you know, few seconds as well of me healing, which doesn't always happen. So yeah, like 112, totally realistic. But yeah, if you could somehow zip up, that'd be gigantic, and we'd all be really happy. I mean, it's a nice little break in the run, don't get me wrong, but I mean, it is an auto-scroller. There's nothing you can do about it. You just climb the ladder and go. Norihiki Hibino, to whoever was wondering. The problem is the only way we've found to like clip into walls is with the box, and you don't get the box in Virtuous Mission. But like if you go into that swamp, I don't even know if you can. If you could go in, someone would have to check it out. Like, can you even go to the swamp? And like, does it just think it's Snake Eater? You know? Like, can you just go into the Chorny Prud or whatever? If you could somehow go from VM to Chorny Prud, that would save. It's probably not loaded because you don't have the same equipment, and you know it's like a story flag thing. But who knows? If it would have to be checked out on emulator, if anything, just like like a walk through walls cheat and just see if you can go into that zone. Because if you could go into that zone early and go straight to the swamp, that would save minutes for sure. Wouldn't save as much time on VE, but like, so the end of Virtuous Mission, or the start of Snake Eater, this is my split, is when I start Snake Eater, is 4:55, and that's not even the best, but so this is like 3 minutes, and really, if you think about it, it's more like 4.5, because of the cutscenes and all that. So it would be a huge thing if you could skip straight to the swamp, but it's all just theoretical, as Otacon would say. You'd have to see if even if you like just put aside, you know, clipping in there, if like you just walk through walls in Virtuous Mission, can you go straight to the swamp and cut straight to Snake Eater? My guess is no, just because they're two different instances of the same area. Snake Eater Rosfed is not the same as Virtuous Mission Rosfed. Bye, Snake. Thanks for hanging out. You too. Take care of the little rodents. They're cute. Hope they get used to their new home. Trying to find them. Good luck. It's the thing about those little critters, you know. They're hard to find. Operation Hamster Feeder. Commence Operation Hamster Feeder. Oh, and I also lose 6 seconds by playing on Japanese. Give or take. So I would say like what? 50 seconds of time save off this run? Something like that. Bye-bye. But that's not a 111. That's like... Assuming that's not made up in loads, right? Assuming that no patch doesn't make a difference in terms of load times. Which it could. I would be happy if that was the case, because then I'd be playing the fastest version. But I'm going to assume it's slower for now. This is a very common question, Barney Boy, and no, because you have to go out of your way to pick up the SVD. CIA. Choda. Ah, 113.47. Yes, the 13 has happened. Ba bam, ba bam, ba bam.